you to help me welcome Nicole Binion tonight. Come on. There's a river whose streams make glad the city of our God. Make glad the city of our God. So I will rejoice and be glad. My depressed days are over. I made up my mind. I'm gonna be glad.
There Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, lottie-dottie, everybody, can you put your hands together if you are grateful and excited about this day of service, this opportunity to be a blessing to our community? Come on, let's put our hands together and be thankful. Amen. I am happy that you are here, and I'm happy to be here. My name is Jameson McLaughlin, the proud pastor of this wonderful church, Goodwin Memorial Baptist Church, and it is my assignment to do the invocation. So I ask all who are able, please bow your heads and close your eyes. Gracious God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for your grace and your mercy, and we thank you for the gift of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We thank you, Lord, for people who care for the community, who are willing to sacrifice to make this world a better place. And now, God, I pray that you cover our hearts, our thoughts, and our hands as we go forth to be a blessing to others. Thank you for the leadership who has pulled this together. And God, bless each and every person under the sound of my voice. We thank you, oh God, and we welcome your presence in our hearts and in our actions. It's in your name that we pray. Amen. God bless you.
Thank you, Pastor Mac. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the 17th Annual Central PA MLK Day of Service. My name is Shelley H. Averia. This year I have been honored to serve as chair of our planning committee. And what began as a small local effort in and around Harrisburg has grown into a powerful regional movement, one rooted in service, partnership, and action. United by a shared commitment to honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., we gather not just to remember his legacy, but to live it. As his work has grown, so has our understanding that meaningful change requires more than one day. Through MLK 365, we now commit to year-round service, amplifying the work of our community partners and strengthening connections that build lasting impact. Our theme this year is illuminating voices of courage and hope. In uncertain times, when fear and misinformation can slow our steps, Dr. King reminds us to build dikes of courage to hold back the flood of fear and to never lose infinite hope. Today, we celebrate those who choose courage, who create hope, and who serve with love. As Dr. King said, everybody can be great because anybody can serve. Today, we serve together, illuminating courage, spreading hope, and strengthening our beloved community. Now I'm going to have our committee member, who's also co-founder of the MLK Day of Service, Mike Walsh, to help me recognize the special guests and elected officials. Mike?
Morning, everybody. Happy King Day. We are honored that you're all with. Yep, let's hear it for King Day. Yeah. We still have a lot of people parking their cars and coming in, so we're grateful for the good turnout and for everyone joining us on the 17th Annual Day of Service. We have some public and elected officials with us today that we are very glad are here, and we welcome them. Beginning with Congressman Scott Perry, who represents this district. Welcome, Congressman. Representative Justin Fleming, a longtime supporter of King Day, too. Tina Nixon, our clerk of courts here in Dauphin County. Tina. Ben Henry from the Harrisburg School District. Ben, right there. And with the ROTC, Matthew Parr. Thank you for your service. Matthew Parr, right here. Thank you. Now, we had a sign-up sheet. Anybody I missed who's serving in an elected office? All right, well, thank you all for being here, and welcome to the 17th Annual Day of Service. Thanks.
Well, today wouldn't be possible without our signature site hosts. So here, put it down. Here We are in Goodwood Memorial Baptist Church with Pastor, I want to keep calling him Pastor Mac, but it's Reverend Jameson Keith McLaughlin. And then, yes, come on up. And our other host is from St. Paul's Episcopal Church, Father Salah Cameron. So if you'd welcome him.
Good morning. I'm Father Salal. I serve at St. Paul's, and I don't need to say much when Pastor Mac is here with me. When he is praying, when he is serving, and when he is a presence. We love Pastor Mac, so thank you. So welcome to this service day. Right now in this time, this world, we need service and we need community. That's what's holding us together, and that is what's going to hold us together moving forward. So thank you all for being here, for being at Goodwin, for being at St. Paul's, and for going out into the Harrisburg community to serve and to love. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Salal, and thank you all for being here today. I echo his sentiments of the importance of service, but I wouldn't be me if I didn't also add this. Dr. King was an advocate, not just in words, but also in deeds, not only to serve, but when he saw injustice, he spoke against it. And so I encourage us to not only serve today, but also be advocates for our communities tomorrow and in the years to come. Amen? And at this time, I'm going to ask all who are able, please stand for the singing of the Negro National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing. Don't worry, I'm not singing. Amen.
I just want to give a quick acknowledgement to the Honorable Judge Royce Morris from the Dauphin County Clerk of Common Pleas. Thank you for joining us. And then I'll have Merritt Green come up.
Good morning. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered the Drum Major Instinct sermon on February 4th, 1968. In that sermon, Dr. King calls us all to aspire to be drum majors. Dr. King believed that the greatest thing a human being could be is a servant. At the core of Central PA MLK 365 is the relentless dedication of volunteers and the collaborative efforts of community partners and leaders. We established the Drum Major for Justice Award publicly to recognize individuals who exemplified this work. Yes, if you want to say that I was a drum major, say that I was a drum major for justice. Say that I was a drum major for peace. I was a drum major for righteousness, and all of the other shallow things will not matter. I won't have any money to leave behind. I won't have the fine and luxurious things of life to leave behind, but I just want to leave a committed life behind. And that's all I want to say, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You guys can applaud that. That was an excerpt from the speech. All right, so tonight, or to this afternoon, this morning, we're going to give away a couple of Drum Major Awards. In the first award, I have the pleasure to honor a legend in this community, Mr. Carl Singleton. And so I'm going to read this briefly, and then we're going to present an award to his family. So Carl Singleton is honored posthumously with the Drum Major for Justice Award in recognition of his enduring servant leadership, principled advocacy, and lifelong commitment to building a more just and inclusive community. Throughout his life, he advanced equity through consistent action, strengthening opportunity, elevating the voices of those too often unheard, and helping ensure that dignity and fairness were not merely ideals, but expectations. Carl's legacy is defined by the way he brought people together across neighborhoods, backgrounds, and viewpoints to pursue shared outcomes rooted in respect and accountability. He's remembered for turning community concerns into meaningful impact, mobilizing partners, mentoring emergent leaders, and helping translate real needs into practical solutions that improve lives. Whether supporting youth and families, advocating for fair treatment, or encouraging others like myself to lead with integrity, he modeled what it means to serve with courage, humility, and purpose. This posthumous recognition affirms that Carl Singleton's influence did not end with his passing. His example continues to guide those he mentored, the institutions he strengthened, and the community he loved. The Drum Major for Justice Award is presented in his memory to honor a life of service and legacy and of justice that will continue to inspire future generations. And I don't think his family's here. Well, they were supposed to be here. They had something to do, maybe. But this is the award, and we'll present it to his family at another later date. And next up, we'll have Takia come and present an award for Linwood Sloan.
Good afternoon, family. Thank you so much for being here today. So on behalf of the MLK 365 Committee, I am grateful and honored to share this moment in recognition of our beloved Linwood Sloan. As we gather under this year's theme, Illuminating Voices of Courage and Hope, we pause to bear witness to a legacy marked by courage, faith, and hope. What can I say about my friend? As his sister lovingly calls him, Linwood was a gentle giant, a true Renaissance man of talent and purpose. He became a vital thread in the tapestry of social justice, the arts, and humanity, connecting art, history, and culture in ways that ensured our beautifully diverse world was seen, represented, and valued. More than anything, Lenwood was a friend, a brother, and a son. He loved and was deeply loved. Above all, he was a son of God who knew the Lord. His work to illuminate disenfranchised voices was rooted in the courage he found in his faith in Jesus Christ. Today, we celebrate Lenwood as a visionary whose strength came from the Lord. Before inviting his family forward, I want to share a personal moment. Many of you may remember the Grand Review celebration back in 2015, where we honored the United States colored troops. As Lenwood and I traveled to meet with a potential funder, a song came on in the car, Total Praise by Richard Smallwood. As I was hurrying to get inside, Lenwood gently touched my hand and stopped me and asked that we listen to the song together. We sat, we worshiped, and we cried. It was the first time that I had seen a man who looked like me openly praise God through his tears. I will never forget that moment, nor Lenwood's unapologetic love for the Lord, justice, and dignity. Thank you to the Sloan family for sharing Lenwood with us. And thank you, Lenwood. You often said, if I can help someone along the way, then my living will not be in vain. My dear friend, you helped so many. Well done, good and faithful servant. Now please welcome we are pleased to welcome Larry Booker, who will accept this award on behalf of the Sloan family.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here this morning. My name's Larry, and I am Linwood Sloan's son. My dad was an incredible human being, and he got such big shoes to fill. This is his granddaughter here, Sloan. Wave hi, Sloanie. She's a little nervous. One of his favorite quotes was from Martin Delaney. Every people should be the originators of their own destiny. And he understood that the importance of sharing and commemorating Black history, Black art, and Black culture, and making sure it had a seat at the table. Because it is only when we all bring our best and our brightest and all of our ideals to the table that we make the world a better place for every child, regardless of race, culture. And that was his goal, helping people and making sure the world is better for this little girl, for your little ones. And we all have a duty and a purpose and a mission to continue his vision on. And I know he's in heaven right now, probably in a meeting with Jesus, planning a second-line funeral for the next person up. But on behalf of the Sloan family, we thank you so much. God bless you all, and let's keep doing great work. Thank you.
I'm here to introduce our next recipient. Dr. Sybil Knight Burney's lifelong commitment to community service exemplifies the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s vision of servant leadership and the beloved community. Throughout her career in education and as a community leader, she has consistently centered the well-being of others in both word and action. Dr. Knight Burney's commitment to public service has advanced Dr. King's legacy right here in central Pennsylvania. 17 years ago, she was instrumental in bringing the Central PA MLK Day of Service here in Harrisburg, and she served as co-founder. Throughout this work, she helped establish a lasting platform, we're still here, that mobilizes volunteers, empowers youth, and unites diverse communities in service, reflection, and reconciliation. As the inaugural co-chair, she ensured that students and community members were not passive observers, but active participants in service that addressed real community needs. Dr. Knight remains deeply engaged in volunteer service. She is a life member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and an active participant in faith-based service, serves as president of the Harrisburg chapter of the Links. And through these roles, she continues to advance education, leadership development, wellness, and community empowerment. Dr. Sybil Knight Burney truly embodies Dr. King's call to be a drum major for justice, and her enduring commitment to service, equity, and unity has strengthened Central Pennsylvania and moved our community closer to realizing the beloved community. It is with profound gratitude and great honor that we present the Drum Major Award for Justice to Dr. Sybil Knight Burney.
Wow, I am so humbled and so honored to have this bestowed upon me. I just want to thank our chairperson and Michael Walsh for extending that invitation many, many years ago. I also want to thank the Harrisburg School District, in particular, the Family, Community, and Support Division, because they were the wind beneath my wings and helping me do everything we did in the district. And to Kirsten Nicole Harris, where is she? I want you to stand up because you too have been so great in all that you've done to promote, and I certainly appreciate that from my heart. And I thank all of you who participated and still continue to participate. This is such a great time for you to be here because it is tumultuous time. It is a chaotic time. But we beat down anxiety with hope, and we beat down our fear with our faith. Because more than anything else, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a faithful man. He was a God-fearing man, and that's what we carry on. And his legacy is what we have to truly be servant leaders. So I thank you, and I applaud all of you, and I say we must continue this fight because we are a people of perseverance. Thank you. Thank you for this honor.
So Carl's family is here. If you guys want to come up really quick. This is Carl's daughter and his mom. So earlier in the program, because they said we had to start on time, we presented an award to Carl, and take a point of personal privilege. I remember, I'm not from Harrisburg, and I moved here in like 2021. And all my travels and, through the Institute and talking to Joe Robinson, he said that one of the people that I definitely had to sit down with while I was here was Carl Singleton. So I had an opportunity to do that a couple times, various restaurants. The one we liked to hang out with the most was Crawdaddy's. And Carl, and gave me a lot of good information and good knowledge about the city of Harrisburg and the best ways to move and how to be a leader, a good leader in this place. And I appreciate the time that I had to spend with him. I'm sure everybody in this room was impacted by your son and your dad in a very, very positive way. And so we wanted to present this award to him this year on this MLK Day because he was a graduate of the first class of the MLK Leadership Development Institute. And as the executive director, we carry on, and I carry on the legacy of Carl Singleton in the things that the Institute does, and on days like today, MLK Day of Service. So with that, I wanted to present this to you on his behalf. Thank you. If you want to say something.
Good morning. Thank you so much. My son would be really, really proud. I explained on Thursday at a meeting that it wasn't like he was just honored after he passed. The whole time that he was here, all the works that he did, he was always acknowledged And some days he would be so tired when he get out here fighting. And I would say, son, you need to stay home. You need to rest. And he said, Mom, it's fun. I said, it's cold, Mom, it's fun. So this is what he enjoyed doing. As far as him speaking, he found his voice when he was in the 10th grade. He was such a quiet young man. But when he got on the podium or got in front of us, Mike, he talked. As I said on Thursday, I taught him to talk. He taught her to talk. So it carries on. I thank you so much. We appreciate this award. And thank you all. Thank everyone. Thank the city of Harrisburg for loving my son. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. A social justice advocate, courageous, committed, persistent, and humble. These attributes are only a few that describe our next honoree. A true servant-driven leader in every sense of the word. As a driving force behind the Central PA MLK Day of Service, he's been instrumental in transforming Dr. King's legacy into a powerful movement for community empowerment. For 16 remarkable years, he has mobilized volunteers, forged partnerships, and delivered meaningful support to local neighborhoods and organizations. His leadership is a testimony to the power of collective action, and his commitment to building a more just and equitable community is truly inspiring. Exercising outstanding contributions through his unwavering dedication to creating lasting change through service. Please join me in honoring Mike Walsh, the recipient of the Drum Major for Justice Award.
Morning, everybody. Happy King Day. You are all the reason why we are here. This is about people, and I want to thank the MLK 365 team. What an amazing, dedicated group of people. This group here, let's hear it for them. This group serves all year long to help out the community, to engage people, and help find collective solutions to the issues that are concerning us today. And I want to thank them and everybody who preceded them over the last 16 years. Today's about friends and family. It's about our coworkers, our neighbors coming together. Today is about action. And I want to thank my wife, Hillary, who's been here for every one of our days over the years, who's done a lot of supportive work. I want to thank Harris Wofford, Todd Bernstein, who started Day of Service nationally. I want to thank my mentors who have helped me from my 8th grade teacher to my first boss to my current boss who is here. We are all the result of people who have shaped us. And I just want to say in particular that Sybil Knight-Burney, who we just recognized, gets the credit. It takes a call, but it takes someone answering a call. Thank you, Sybil, for everything you've done. And Sybil acted when a call came in and said, let's do something. Action is about taking steps to help solve problems. It's about responding to those in need. Growing up, my brother and my sister and I learned from my mom and dad that that's the way things ought to be. And as children, we knew that there were families who had more than us, more wealth, more things. My parents didn't focus on that, though. Instead, they turned our attention outwards, and we watched and we learned from them, whether it was clothing or food for a family in need, visiting the sick in the hospital, taking care of an elderly neighbor, being a friend to someone who has been cast aside or who society has left behind. Do it, Don't tell anyone about it. Keep it to yourself. But always, always look out for ways that you can help others. And I'm thankful that my mom and dad joined us for many years here on King Day. And I'm especially grateful that my dad is here today, and this award is for him. Thank you, Dad. And this is an important year coming up, 2026, when we celebrate the promise of democracy that Dr. King called us to make real. It's really incumbent upon all of us to continue to take action to ensure that we live in an equitable, just, free, democratic society that is inclusive and welcoming to all. And thank you all. Have a great King Day. Thanks.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all for being here today. I have the esteemed honor and pleasure of introducing our next awardee, Mr. Leland Nelson. They told me to keep it to 2 minutes, so I'm gonna try to do 1. You may know him as the founder and head and president of the African American Chamber of Commerce of Central PA. You may know him as the head honcho at Dirty Dog Hauling. You may know him as a dedicated Harrisburg School District wrestling program member, or as a Delaware State alum, or a devoted member of Omega Psi Phi, but I am thankful that I know him as Sis, I got you. I have called him multiple times and said, I need help. I need a phone number, I need a connection. And he often goes as the unsung hero of this community, but today we truly want to honor you and thank you for always showing up for everybody in this community. So thank you so much, and I'd like to welcome to the podium Mr. Leland Nelson. You're welcome.
They got me, y'all. They got me. I just came here to do the work, you know. I have my steel-toe boots on. I left my wing tips at home. So, and after this weekend, I mean, Merritt got me on Thursday. Hey, man, what you going to do on Monday? I'll be at MLK Day. Okay, we got something for you. Make sure you show up on time. Then come to Goodwin. But I just finished doing 2 days of wrestling, so my voice is a little strained. We had girls wrestling on Saturday, boys wrestling yesterday. About 50 kids total on our team, and yeah, when you're hollering at kids to listen to you, it kind of messes up your vocal cords. But you know, I'll say rent is a service you pay for time on this earth. So, you know, my business, Dirty Dog Hauling, we've been around for 20 years. We like to help out with community cleanups and things like that. As Denise mentioned, it's been 18 years as a wrestling coach. Mr. Jesse Rawls, now my fraternity brother, helped me. He stopped me in the hallway years ago and said, son, you want to wrestle? I said, nah, they wear them funny uniforms. And here we are 20 years later supporting these kids. They still say the same thing. Hey, that's a funny looking uniform. I don't want to wear that. But I'm glad to be recognized by our community. And I got to give a shout out again to Dr. Knight Burney for calling me in 2016 or 2015 during a board meeting and say, hey, I need you. Get here tomorrow. I was like, okay, what were you talking about, right? Remember you called me? And just seeing opportunity and being innovative is what we need in this community. Sometimes the old things don't work. We got to try something new. So thanks for coming. Thanks for recognizing me. And I'm going to get my trucks now, pick up 10 wrestlers, and we're going to the Beehive.
And next up, so every year when we do the Drum Major for Justice Award, as you can see, we recognize adults in our community, but we really want to focus and make sure we highlight some of the young people that are out doing the work in our community. So give a round of applause to the young people out there doing the work. And so next up, so this is our Youth Drum Major for Justice Award. So Lieutenant Commander, you want to come up and briefly tell us about our next recipient?
Good morning, everyone. To all of our esteemed honorees and our awardees, I want to say congratulations. And to Dr. Knight, thank you for those kind words. I don't take it for granted. When I first started at the school district, I didn't know, when you assigned me to serve on this planning committee, I didn't know how I would do it because the lift in the school district is so heavy. But you were very persistent that the work of service had to be done. So I've been serving ever since 2015, so thank you again. I'd like to bring forth our superintendent of the Harrisburg School District, Dr. Benjamin Henry, who's with us today. This is his first MLK, Central Pennsylvania MLK event. Dr. Henry has been with our school district for about 1.5 years now, and he hails from the great state of Florida. So he's still getting used to our weather up here. But I want to thank you, Dr. Henry, for your commitment for the district to continue to support this day of service. And to Lieutenant Commander Parr, thank you so much for being here. I want to share that at the school district, one of our, it's not even so much a tagline, it's something that we stand by, that we are one Harrisburg, one vision, one community, and one future for our students. Dr. King once said, the function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, now that's the goal of education. And that's what we do every day under the leadership of Dr. Henry. It is my honor to introduce our awardee from the Harrisburg School District. His name is Wykir Anderson. He is an outstanding member of Harrisburg High School's class of 2026. He is an amazing NJROTC cadet, a leader, not just a future leader. He's an emerging leader, and he's leading even now at his high school. So ladies and gentlemen, to tell you a little bit more about why the district has nominated Wykir Anderson, I'm gonna have Lieutenant Commander Parr come forward.
I didn't have anything prepared, so I'm just going to wing it. But a good thing about Cadet Senior Chief Petty Officer Wykir Anderson is that you don't have to be prepared to talk about how amazing he is. This is only his second year in the program, and he is an outstanding leader. He is one of our company senior chiefs. He is the commander of our drone team and has already taken many, many strides to make the program better. Not only just sitting down and talking to me about anything that's wrong with the program, because I think it's important that when you see something wrong, no matter how big or how small it is, you call it out. But in addition to that, he has come to me with steps to correct those deficiencies. And I think that's more important than just calling things out. He has been on the honor roll. He's continuing to be on the honor roll. I expect the same thing this marking period, which ends in January. He is an outstanding leader, and not only is he taking charge, but he's also always asking for ways to improve and opportunities to show that he has. We nominated him for this not just because of his scholastic and leadership excellence, but also because of his personality, his motivation, and enthusiasm. He is planning on either going to college or joining the Navy after his graduation, which is great because he is the kind of person that will always make the effort to leave things better than how he has found them. Cadet Senior Chief Anderson, front and center.
Ladies and gentlemen, Central Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, we are thrilled to honor and present today's award for the Martin Luther King Drum Major Award to Senior Cadet Wykir Anderson from Harrisburg High School, John Harris Campus.
Hello, everyone. I kind of got thrown under the bus here, but thank you. I kind of got thrown under the bus here. I don't really know what to say, but thank you for everyone that has shown up here today for Martin Luther King Day and to honor his legacy as one of the strongest, if not the strongest, African-American people to exist till this day. And thank you for showing up for this award and for the people that receive these awards. And even if you didn't show up for that, just thank you for being here, for sitting down, listening, having your eyes peeked up here. It really means a lot to everyone, me as well, I will say that. But as a Senior Chief Petty Officer in JROTC, I would love to say that it is very enjoyable, and I would recommend for the younger people here to also join if you are in John Harris High School, because it enlightens you to a lot of opportunities, a lot of career goals, and it shows you that even if you are the quietest person ever to be born on this earth, you can still put up as much as a fight as the people that scream as loud as they possibly can. And I would also love to thank Commander Paul over here for giving me this rank as well. But that's fine. But yeah, I drop a lot of stuff if you didn't know already. But I don't really know what to say, but everything they did say, I am really proud to own up to those goals, to those, what's the word for it? To those roles that they've been giving me, such as the honor roll, the rank that I have right now in JROTC Navy, and as well as being in SBI, if anyone knows what that is.
Yeah. And we can just say thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you to everybody here, really, for clapping, for, yeah. I'm not really a talking person if you haven't seen already. But that's it for me.
Thank you so much. And on behalf of the committee, we're going to bring Shelley Lipscomb Echevarria back. And thank you for joining us for this day as we are illuminating voices of courage and hope.
All right, I'd like to have all of our 2026 MLK Day Planning Committee come forward up here. This past year, it's been wonderful working with you. I feel like you all are my cousins now, my extended family. And I'm not going to say too much because I want to keep this rolling so you guys can do your projects. And each one of them is going to be coming up to share something about today. And first we have Marissa Tokarski. She is Wonder Woman. So Marissa, you come on up here.
Great, thanks, Shelley. Again, huge shout out to my committee. Couldn't have done it without everybody here. And again, thank you all in advance for being here today. We're gonna roll up our sleeves here pretty shortly to get to work. There's definitely something for everyone. One thing I also would like to note too, today wouldn't be possible without the generous support of various sponsors. You do see some signage here, and we'll be having them up on the board as well. It takes a village, not only of volunteers, but a village of companies to support us throughout the year, and then particularly today. Their funding is instrumental in making sure that we are able to buy the supplies that we'll be putting to good use today. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to our two main hosts, St. Paul and then right here at Goodwin. I'd also like to thank the Harrisburg City School District for their generous support over these past few weeks too. They've been absolutely phenomenal, and we look forward to continuing to partner with them again. And then with that, I'm going to welcome Marcellus Taylor from the Giant Company. Giant is our presenting sponsor and has been proudly doing so for the past few years. We have an army of Giant volunteers here joining us today too, so we're super excited to have you here. And with that, Marcellus, please join us.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Greetings. As was introduced, I'm Dr. Marcellus C. Taylor, Manager of Inclusion and Culture at the Giant Company. And the Giant Company is excited to be a leading sponsor for the Central PA MLK Day of Service. And today, we honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a leader whose courage and compassion continues to guide us towards a more just and inclusive world. His message reminds us that progress happens when we choose dignity, fairness, and the belief that every person deserves to be seen and valued. I will be honest, there's a question that Dr. King asks us. One of his most important questions today is, what are we doing for others? That question still challenges us today. We answer it when we help a neighbor, support families in need, volunteer our time, or simply treat one another with kindness and respect. He believed deeply in the power of community, people coming together, listening to one another, and working towards a shared purpose. When we celebrate our differences and learn from each other, we become stronger. When we lift one another up, we honor the spirit of his dream. Dr. King also taught us that leadership isn't about titles. It's about using whatever influence we have, big or small, to make life better for someone else. Every act of kindness, every moment of understanding, every effort to create belonging moves us closer to the world we envision. And as we reflect today, we're reminded that Dr. King's dream is not just history. It is a call to action. It lives on when we choose empathy over indifference, unity over division, service over self-interest. It lives on when we build communities where everyone feels that they can belong. We truly aim to uplift these ideals at the Giant Company, so today, let's recommit ourselves to that dream. Let's lead with heart, serve with intention, and continue working together to create a future where every person is valued. Dr. King once said, "The time is always right to do what is right." And may we carry that truth with us today and every day ahead. Thank you so very much.
Before I bring up our next committee person, I just want to recognize, I see you over there, our own Senator Patty Kim. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. Next is officially Dr. Cedric Harris, but now he's my brother, so I'm going to bring Cedric up. He's going to talk about some of the events happening in the community.
Hello again, everyone. If you have not already visited www.mlk-365.org, let me say that again, www.mlk-365.org. And then there's a section within that actual website that says volunteer for a project. And even though our program will be soon coming to a closure, that doesn't mean the day comes to an end. So if you're that person out there that says, you know what, I'm inspired, I've heard a lot of good stuff today, I want to now go about investing my effort and time into a project. On that actual website, you're able to see a variety of different projects listed there that you could still be able to click on the word volunteer, sign up, and of course, invest your efforts. But during this opportunity, I want to just thank a few that have extended their grace to say, we want to actually host a project today. And we had a lot of creative, great names. There's one project that's being hosted that's called FLOW, F-L-O-W, for the love of women. There's another project out there extended today called From Boys to Kings. Another one that's labeled Caitlin Smiles. And there's even a project hosted by the Susquehanna Harbor Safe Haven, preparing meals for the shelter. And I would go without saying here, or I would definitely not want to step away by identifying the coincidence of this cold weather out here, a project being sponsored by the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. With these great community projects that's taken place, to these local projects and the individuals that submitted these projects and lead, on behalf of the committee, we want to say thank you. Thank you for extending this opportunity, and we look forward to you hosting a project next year as we continue to extend the brightness of the torch of our brother, Martin Luther King Jr. Thank you.
Can you believe this is his first year on the committee? And I have two more first-year committee members here coming up next. We have Tori Harzer and Celeste Moore.
Hi, thank you all for being here today. My name is Tori Harzer, and it is an honor to be a part of this committee. I'm excited to be able to welcome you all to participate in the projects that we're going to be doing today. Just to give you a little bit of direction, today here at Goodwin, we are going to have a variety of different projects available. And then if you have children that are 12 or younger, we ask that you take your kids to the Kids Focus project area that is going to be at St. Paul's right next door. And just wanted to remind you, we are here to be of service, and we are so thankful for you showing up today and bringing your hands to be able to help. There is no rush. When you are in service today, we ask you that when you join together to just wait a little bit for some instructions. I know you're ready to get started, but no one is asking you to punch a clock. No one is going to time you in the projects and how you do your work. Be here with us today in service. Take your time to the cards that you're going to be writing to people, to the no-sew blankets that you're going to be putting together. Be of service with each other together today, and just enjoy the moment to be together with the community. I thank you so much for being here. And Celeste, would you like to tell us a little bit more about the resource fair?
Sure. Thank you so much, Tori. And I'd like to echo her sentiments today. Have fun, right? Service should be fun as well. So while you're out there making cards or blankets, whatever you're going to be participating in today, have fun, get to know somebody you didn't know, and make a friend as well. And thank you for coming out on this cold day. I said on a video earlier that we posted, cold day, warm hearts, right? So we have a resource fair, lots of community-based organizations giving information and resources, and that is going to be behind Goodwin Memorial in the White Building. You'll see the blood mobile truck out there also for those of you who are interested in donating blood, which is very, very important for our community. I would also like to remind you that at 10:15 there will be a panel here at Goodwin in the sanctuary, and so I encourage you to come to the panel. There's a very, very special person on the panel, well, at least to me, I'll say, but the panel will be very good, talking about how we can help support our community children who are in foster care. Also, I have the great pleasure today of introducing poet Amira Mumani Snyder. Amira is a senior at Dauphin County Technical School, enrolled in the Nursing Foundation program. Her poem is entitled, "A Thread Through the World." Amira?
So, as she said, some of you might recognize me from Dauphin County Technical School. Others might recognize me from my work with the Tobacco Resistance Unit, Senator Patty Kim. And some might recognize me from my blogs with Penn Live or my stories with Fox 43. I'm a very proud community member of Harrisburg. I've been born and raised, and I'm excited to share my poem with you today. A thread runs through the world, not red, not gold, but human. It passes through wrists once bound, through pulpits and prisons, through ink and blood and breath. You cannot cut it in only one place. You cannot wound only one body. Everywhere it is pulled, it tightens elsewhere. A man once wrote from a narrow room with walls meant to shrink the future. The door was steel, the window was small, but the sentence was vast. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. He sent it outward like a flare, not to burn the world, but to light it. Because injustice is never local. It does not stay in its assigned geography. It migrates from field to factory, from border to ballot, from whip to wage, from law to language. It learns new names. It trades old uniforms for polite ones, but it always walks with the same limp. Someone is being denied their full weight as a human being. History is not a straight road. It is a river with bones beneath its surface. Chains rust in its silt. Names dissolve into sediment, yet the water keeps moving, and movement itself is a kind of memory. The slave ships knew this thread before we named it. So did the railroads, the lunch counters, the cotton fields, the classrooms with fewer books than bodies. So did the women who were told to wait, the children who were told to hush, the workers who were told to be grateful for their hunger. In every age, the world builds a room called Not My Problem. It is a comfortable room. It has soft chairs and good excuses. It has curtains that block the view of other people's pain. But the walls are thin, and the cries come through anyway. They always do. Dr. King did not ask us to be loud. He asked us to be awake, to feel the tremor when a knee presses into a neck anywhere, when a child learns fear before language, when a vote is lighter than $1, when a life is measured in usefulness instead of dignity. He taught that justice is not an ornament of peace, it is its architecture, that you cannot decorate a burning house and call it harmony, that your order without fairness is just a quiet kind of violence. He believed, radically, stubbornly, that love was not a sentiment, but a discipline, a practice, a refusal to let cruelty have the final word. So he marched, he wrote, he stood where the river of history was roughest, not because he was unafraid, but because he was unwilling to leave the thread torn. And now the thread runs through us, through what we ignore, through what we justify, through what we benefit from without asking who paid the cost. It runs through every courtroom and classroom, every hospital hallway and refugee camp, every street where someone is told quietly or loudly that they matter less. And it asks a question, not a command. Will you pretend the terror is not connected to your cloth? Will you call it distant because it is inconvenient? Will you call it complex because it is uncomfortable? Or will you understand that the fabric is one piece, that your freedom is stitched to someone else's breath, that your peace leans on someone else's safety, that your future depends on the dignity of people you will never meet? The threat is not that injustice exists, the threat is that we learn to live with it, that we grow accustomed to cages we cannot see, that we step over wounds because they are not bleeding on our shoes, that we confuse silence with innocence. But the thread does not forget. It remembers every pool, every prayer, every refusal, every time someone stood where standing was costly, and it tightens, not to strangle the world, but to hold it together. So let us be worthy of the tension. Let us be strong enough to feel it. Let us be brave enough to answer it, because injustice anywhere is not only a threat to justice everywhere, it is an invitation to widen the circle, to repair the fabric, to become finally what Dr. King believed we could be, a people who do not look away, a people who understand that justice is not a place we reach, but a way we walk together.
Can we give it up one more time for this amazing, gifted young artist? Thank you so much for blessing us with words of power, truth, and creativity. Thank you so very much. Well, I only have one last duty to do on behalf of the committee. I want you to make your service count today. Make your service matter. It's really important that what we do it with sincerity of heart. We do it with integrity, whether we're doing it in an elected office or as a community member. I don't know about you, but I want to hear the Lord say, "Well done, thy good and faithful servant." So make your service matter today. So can you say with me, I am great. I am great. That's because Dr. King said everybody can be great because anybody, including all of you, can serve. Let's depart to serve.